Deborah, thank you for all you do for support our troops. I would next like to introduce Dana Nowick.
Wow, what a day. What a way to spend Veterans Day. Thank you all. It is an honor for Dignity Memorial to be a part of Welcome Home 2011. This is an amazing undertaking that took place almost 25 years ago and one that was long overdue. What a shame that it took so many years to say welcome home to those brave military men and women who, despite the divided opinion of our nation, went to war to protect our freedom and honor in the jungles of Vietnam. We are reminded that this was a violent time in our history. Yes, our Vietnam veterans found themselves not only fighting the war in the jungles of Vietnam, but also when they returned home on the streets of Chicago and New York and everywhere else in the country. This country was striving desperately to come to terms with its past and its present and its future. And when Vietnam vets returned home, they were not greeted by ticker tape parades or by public acknowledgments of thanks, but rather faced with this other battle that raged around the country, leaving few unscathed. As a nation, we learned from this heart-wrenching mistake and are committed to never allowing this to happen again. And so to each of the Vietnam veterans and to all that have served, I say thank you and welcome home. On behalf of the Dignity Memorial locations of the Chicagoland area, we say thank you to each of you for your courage and for your valor, and thank you to those who have proudly stood for our American ideals and were so willing to sacrifice their lives so that we are able to experience the freedom and the democracy and the liberties that we hold so precious here in America. The inscription of the names of these men and women should not only be on the wall in Vietnam, but forever inscribed on our hearts of our nation. Our community commitment will always be to serve those who have served, as demonstrated through our public servants and homeless veterans program, and also our annual Sweaters for Vets campaign, which we are currently collecting now to all of our locations around the city of Chicago. These sweaters are donated to homeless veterans around the state of Illinois. And today, as a very small token of our appreciation and our commitment for all that you have done, I'm very pleased to present a $5,000 check to you to help to sponsor the wall that's coming to Chicago in 2011.
Thank you so much, Diane and Dignity. Thank you. The next individual I have no problem introducing. Him and his wife, Chris. I don't know which one of these two are the tireless effort ones, but they sure run neck and neck with both doing the same thing. Dan Finn is not only a friend of mine, we served in Vietnam in the same unit, the same division at different times. It gives me great pleasure to bring up Dan Finn from the Department of Purple Hearts in the state of Illinois.
Good afternoon, and Roger introduced me, Dan Finn, State Commander for the Military Order of the Purple Hearts of Illinois. And I see a lot of fellow Purple Hearts in the audience. Jim Balcer, I believe 3 Purple Hearts. Well, of course, Jim's a Marine, and no offense to the Marines, I think everyone I know, every Marine has at least 2 Purple Hearts. Now you know why, don't you? Because once they get shot the first time, they got to stand up and say, "Who did that?" Okay. Anyway, again, greetings on behalf of the Military Order of the Purple Heart of Illinois. We're all combat wounded veterans. And again, like I said, I see a lot in the audience now. All of the elected officers are Vietnam veterans. This is a perfect fit for us to get involved with this. And we want to get involved because we want to pass the torch, like Roger has said, to the next generation. And a lot of the same men and women who are serving in today's military are our children, our grandchildren. because it's the same American families, generation after generation, that are serving this country. Less than 1% military is protecting the other 99%, and a lot of the same ones are veterans themselves, their fathers, grandfathers, uncles. And I'm sure I see people nodding their heads in the audience. You know there's other family members that are serving this country, our country. But I just got to tell you a quick story how we really unite with this strongest generation of warriors. Our first visit to Walter Reed Hospital was June 21st, 2004. It was one day after our son left for Iraq, and he's in the audience here, his first tour. And unfortunately, he was assigned to the first cav. Now, I see a couple first cav guys here in the audience. Rich, for one, I know a couple guys here. And when I heard he was going to the first cav, I said, oh, no. Roger, you know, 25th Division, we were always number 2. First cav was number 1 for the most casualties. That's why I got worried about him serving with the first cav. But he came home safe. But again, the first visit to Walter Reed Hospital, I went to Ward 57. And if you know Ward 57, that's the amputee ward. And I fit in that category, so I figured I'm going to go give my guests and thank them for serving our great country. I tried to get through the door, and a young man was holding the door for me. I said, sir, let me hold the door. He said, no, I have the door. I said, sir, let me hold the door. He says, no, I have the door. So finally I said, all right, you're younger than me, you win. Okay. So as I went through the door, I could see he had his right leg was pinned up to his knee. He was missing his right leg. And I immediately went and said, as a Vietnam veteran, we're proud of your service. And he stopped me. He said, no, I want to thank you. I said, wait a minute, I can't hold the door for you, and now you're thanking me. He said, I'm thanking you on behalf of all the Vietnam veterans, because we're getting the best career in the world, because you guys are making sure. And they know it. That was my real welcome home, because I got thanked by today's warrior. Okay, then when I came back, I started talking to the other members of the Department of Illinois. I said, let's keep this going. So we created the Memorial Wall of Honor in Illinois, exclusively in the state of Illinois, that depicts all the wars throughout history. We start naturally World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and we have the pictures from Washington, D.C. on huge panels, and we also have the history of all the other wars through our great history. And then we start with 2001. We have 6 panels dedicated to the 254 fallen from the state of Illinois. We have their porcelain enamel picture on that wall. And it covers at least the length of the stage here. And I know we're going to cooperate with the Vietnam Moving Wall and show we have a great segue. We are connecting from one generation to the next generation, because believe me, they bond with us. Like, no, you look eye to eye, you look in their eye and they know we are there for them. And they appreciate it, and we are connecting our segue from one to the next generation. And if there's one thing they can say about the Vietnam veteran, we serve, we have honor, and we have resiliency. So it's our mission. Yeah. And again, our mission is to honor those that made the ultimate sacrifice and make that connection. So in closing, is my sincere thanks to be part of this event, and God bless the veterans and the greatest country in the world. Thank you. And Jason right here, he's our Iraqi Purple Heart veteran. He's also, we just hired him as a service officer for the military of Purple Heart. So we are making that connection to the next generation. On behalf of the Welcome Home 2011, we'd like to present this check from the military of the Purple Heart of Illinois, the amount of $3,500. And believe me, it's not over with yet. We're going to support you all the way to the end. God bless and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I guess you can't cash that check. You better give me the other one.
I think you want the real check.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you, Purple Heart, for your generous donation. I would like to recognize somebody else that's in the office. He's from the Mayor's Office of Special Events. He is the Veterans Advocacy, which I am a member of that council. He is a Vietnam veteran. He has served with the 1st Cav in Vietnam. Will Schmutz. Will, would you stand up, please? We would like to thank Operation Support Our Troops, the Illinois Dignity Memorial, the Illinois Department Military Order of Purple Hearts, the VVA State Council of Illinois, Bernie O'Donnell, who is the Vice President, they have also made a check, the DuPage County Department of DAV, the local chapters of VVA who have made donations. We have a chapter president from DuPage County here, Stan. The VFW, the American Legion, Post, the Oak Park, and the Everson Centers for their contributions. We would also like to thank the Chicago Department of Cultural Affairs, the Chicago Convention of Tourism Bureau, Navy Pier, the National Veterans Art Museum, I don't know if Jerry's here, and Ann Schuber, Senior Event Manager here at the Palmer House Hotel. I do have one other thing to show you and say. Today, if anybody wants to make reservations for next year, they could do that here at the hotel. They are taking reservations. There is a limited number of shirts that were made up by a couple committee members that can be purchased for $20 here today. I want to thank you, to all our guest speakers, and a special thanks to Bill Kurtis for hosting today's event. Thank you all for coming. We're not leaving yet because I'm now going to introduce you to the chairman who has taken over, Bob Colling, who is going to make some remarks. Thank you very much.
I'm not going to get any remarks. I just want to open up the question and answers. But before we do, I want to say special thanks to Joe Catapio for providing not only the T-shirts, but musical entertainment for the if you have any questions or answers, questions for us? You. Okay, good.
What about you? Anybody have any questions? We'll be more than happy to answer questions. Having done, we hope we covered everything. See ya. Thank you for your support. Welcome home. Thanks for the troops that are serving today. Thank you very much.